Hey everybody, it's Desert Alchemist, and I have a really cool mushroom to show you guys today. A very special mushroom that likes to grow and is often found on mulch, people's mulch. This is Panaeolus cinctulus, which is a type of entheogenic mushroom. It's an entheogen that grows and is quite common in cities and widely distributed throughout the United States because it grows on mulch. It also grows in grass and forest litter, so it's really common and easy to find. We got really lucky that it's growing here in the city today. So this is a type of mushroom that contains psilocybin, but can be confused with other mushrooms because it's a little brown mushroom. And if you've been on some of my tours, you'll understand that most of these little brown mushrooms we don't mess around with because they're not typically, they're hard to identify and they're not usually anything special. But this guy is, and I'll tell you how to tell it apart from other mushrooms. Now there is another mushroom that looks very similar to this that is in the group Saturella, and Saturellas can look almost identical to this. The only way to really tell them apart is with a microscope, because the Panaeolus spores have an apical pore at the tip, at the end, and it's very noticeable. And under the microscope, they have a thick wall, but sometimes even that doesn't help narrow it down. So getting a collection of spores into sulfuric acid, the Saturella spores will disappear. These guys will not. So that's a way to tell them apart. But this mushroom here has really cool hollow inside. So if you slice it in half, it'll be hollow. There's no veil or veil remnants. And if you look at the stem here, you can see the spore print from where it's been dropping spores on its own stem. These spores are black. And when these mushrooms are very young, the gills are creamy colored or brown color. And when it starts maturing and dropping lots of jet black spores, the pattern or the color of the gills starts getting a little mottled. And you can see that on the gills, it's like black and brown mixed together. That's a really easy way to tell them apart. Most Panaeoluses have that mottled pattern on their gills. Now these guys are, obviously have a brown color, brown stem, and grow very short. I think the biggest length of the stipe could be up to 10 centimeters, but these guys are only like maybe 4 or 5 centimeters. Very short, and they do grow in lots of gardens, so it's very common and really cool mushroom to find. And it's very exciting that we found these guys here because it is one of the most common and probably least known psychotropic mushrooms. But I just thought I would do a little video for you guys so you can learn how to identify it.